Welcome back to Chow Time Pod. It's your host, Red. I got a video today from the wall. Please like, comment, subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. Let's get that chow. It's chow time.
Do not go on that coffee date. Do not go on that boba date. Do not go meet that man for drinks. This man saw you, and his first initial thought wasn't, wow, I'd really love to get to know her over some dinner and a nice ambiance. He looked at you and said, Dunkin'? Starbucks? The amount of messages that I get from men that ask me if I like coffee. No, bitch, I don't like coffee. I actually hate it.
Starbucks in your hands.
Welcome to The Wall. In today's video, we'll see how a woman faces a reality check as she approaches the wall and has to come to terms with going on coffee dates. We'll also look at women who don't talk about the privilege of being attractive and discuss the taxi theory. Make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. We're aiming for 150,000 subscribers before the end of the year. Share your experiences and advice in the comments. That's what helps this community grow. Turn on notifications so you don't miss any videos. Let's get started.
I would hate for him to walk out and leave, and then there's my misconnection that could be my husband. So I recently gave up on dating completely because I feel like there's literally nothing for me out there. And I guess Match Group got wind of this because they actually invited me to participate in their connection experience. So I'm going to have a series where you guys will follow me throughout the months. I'm going to try to do in real life dating. I'm also going to do connections on the app. I put the series in the highlights so you guys can follow along. I really want to get through my story because there's a guy that I saw at this coffee shop. So I have been...
Oh, so you actually saw him at the coffee shop. I thought you didn't do coffee.
Going to coffee shops, trying to make a connection, and it's so funny because this is me. Do y'all remember this viral video where I said, do not go on coffee dates? And here I am, going to coffee shops trying to find...
Exactly.
We love a full circle moment. But anyways, there's this guy, gorgeous, light brown tousled hair, chiseled jawline, polished, looks like he smells delicious, didn't see a ring on his finger. So of course I asked the barista, come here often? Because I've never seen him. And she's like, no, we haven't seen him before. Like, I have to talk to him. I'm not the type of girl to go up to guys. So I'm like, what do I even say to this guy? So it's do or die. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to shoot myself.
I'm not going to accept coffee dates, blah, blah, and eat dinner. Now, you know what? I'm going to go approach a man at the coffee shop because I'm lonely and single. Karma.
We often hear that men are the hunters, but that's false. It's actually women. A woman will give access to the man she's most interested in and will make everything easy for intimacy. That's why I always say, if a woman doesn't see you as the best option she can get, walk away because she's not into you. Look how quickly she changed her opinion about coffee dates when she realized her pool of candidates was drying up. Now she's shifting her approach because she met a man she likes at a coffee shop. How ironic, isn't it?
Well, you didn't think hot men or good-looking men, successful men also go to coffee shops and get coffee? Like, what?
Update on yesterday's coffee shop experience. I suggest that you guys watch part 1 of this series where I will be trying my hand at dating in real life, and then I'm going to try my hand at the Tinder app and see how that goes. So update on yesterday's experience. I did go back into the coffee shop and strike up a conversation with him. It went very well. I tapped him on the shoulder and I was like, hi. I introduced myself. My name is Veronica. We had a brief conversation. He's very well spoken, very charming. You know the guys that are charming without really having to try? That was him. Witty, funny, just all the vibes were there. But unfortunately for me, he is not available.
No shit.
I mean, like, he's in a relationship. They've been together for about 1.5 years now. They're doing the long distance thing. I didn't get his number because, first of all, he's in a relationship at the end of the day. So in conclusion, I don't think in real life is for me. I'm putting myself in such a...
So you got rejected one time. Now, oh, woe is me. It's not for me. Shut the fuck up.
vulnerable state. It takes a lot of courage for someone to go up to somebody, especially as a girl, and then being let down on top of it, even though he was really sweet about it. It's just uncomfortable, and I don't like that. So I'm gonna head over to the Tinder app and see how that goes for me. Hopefully I have better luck. So we'll see.
If more women took the initiative like this woman, I can assure you that fewer would be single, because this approach works 3 out of 5 times when a woman makes the first move.
And it's like, shit, it probably would have worked if the man was single.
Brothers, genuine interest is non-negotiable. The greater a woman's interest in you, the bigger the discount she'll offer. Here, we see a woman who doesn't want to hit the wall and is using all her options to secure a man. Don't get me wrong, I don't see this as a bad thing. Women should bet on a man's potential and experience firsthand what men feel when they always have to take the first step.
Yep.
One of the single best ways to find out if a man is actually a good person is to see how he treats women that he finds unattractive. There is no one kinder in this world than a man that finds you beautiful and wants to sleep with you. I know this is going to ruffle some feathers, but men who don't find you attractive often don't see you as a person. How do I know this, you may ask?
No, you're projecting now. This is what women do to men. Unattractive women just annoy us. You don't see unattractive men as people.
You may be saying, oh my God, you're so beautiful and so funny and so amazing. I love your TikToks. And I'm going, thank you. But actually, in reality, I used to be 23 kilos heavier and I've had loads of plastic surgery and cosmetic shit done. Talk a lot about that. And men used to be really, really mean to me. I've had doors slammed in my face. I've been completely ignored. I've been laughed at. These are sometimes even
So you've been laughed at. So you are seen as a person at least.
Friends or situationships of my girlfriends that have just completely ignored me and wanted nothing to do with me because they didn't find me attractive. Fast forward to now, everyone's really nice to me. All the men are really nice to me. How strange, how weird. I've been on dates with guys before where they have been so kind, so nice to me, so loving. And then the waitress will come over. She may be a little older, she may be a little bit overweight, and they turn into a complete and utter asshole. There was one time where I actually went on holiday with this guy, and on the way back, we went for dinner. And he started talking, he was a bit older than me, he started talking about women his own age and how they were disgusting, how they were old, how he wanted nothing to do with them and how he loved me because I was young and blah, blah, blah. I never saw that man again. Never saw him again. Instantly, you know, when they start talking about a woman that they find unattractive, if they start belittling her, they do not respect women. They do not see that women as people. And there's
women belittle men all the time. Why don't you just use that same argument and flip it around? Do you belittle men? Then yeah, so you don't see men as people at all.
someone you shouldn't fuck with. Now, my boyfriend, on the other hand, he is kind to everyone. He's obviously the kindest to me because, like, why wouldn't he be? Because I'm so funny and hot and amazing. But he's kind to a Victoria's Secret model, and he's equally as kind to a little old babushka making pure money. This is what you have to look out for. If a man is rude to women that he does not find attractive, you're going to get old, girly. Unfortunately, we're all going to age. You can use all the creams, you can do all the injections, everything you want in the world, but you're going to get old. And that man, if that man starts disrespecting you and being rude to you because you've aged or he doesn't find you as attractive anymore.
Women just think we just start disrespecting our own women just because our own women gets older. What the fuck?
That's going to happen to you. The woman that he's talking about being like, oh, she's old, she's ugly. That's going to be you one day, honey. I'm really sorry to tell you.
Yeah, you also don't have any connection to the man. That's why he doesn't care. Once you build connection with people, it changes.
You can take care of yourself as much as you want, but that's going to be you. You need to find a man that actually respects you and loves you for you, as well as your beauty.
Oh, boo-hoo! Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
Quite ironic coming from a woman who didn't love herself, having to go through medical treatments to be somewhat attractive. The privilege of beauty has always existed, but it works both ways. A man who's hit the genetic lottery, whether in relationships, social interactions, or even business, tends to go through life on easy mode. It's no coincidence that women often look for the 666 man of the apocalypse, 6 feet tall, earning 6 figures, with a six-pack abs. The 666 of the apocalypse. The irony here is that I'm sure the way she was treated when she wasn't attractive is the same way she'll treat an unattractive man,
Correct.
who, in her eyes, is likely invisible. But of course, she won't admit that to you.
If you end up choosing a guy who treats women who he does not find attractive differently, you will regret it. Ladies, you gotta listen to your ugly fat friends, okay? That was me being glib to get your attention, but for real.
No, we should stop listening to you ugly fat friends because you guys are just jealous. You're trying to keep other women single.
There is something to this where the less conventionally attractive friends can sense when a guy is rancid. My cute little petite feminine friends get hit on at bars much more than me when we're in a group. I
No
only really
shit.
get hit on when I go out alone. And the number of times my friends can't tell when a guy is absolute trash is astonishing to me. The least conventionally attractive woman in the group knows when that guy's rancid because he will treat us differently. He might ignore us. He might make fun of us if he's really truly disgusting. And if
So you just being ignored because he's into somebody else, even though you're in the friend group, is him being rancid. Can he just not focus on the person that he's interested in?
a pretty friend that always gets hits on needs that validation from men and doesn't do anything about it, doesn't tell him off, then yeah, that's a problem. And that woman, you should reconsider being her friend. You end up choosing a guy who treats women who he does not find attractive differently, you will regret it. You may be a mega babe right now. You may think that he worships the ground you walk on right now, but you cannot outrun time. You will age, and he may not like it.
It's funny how they bring up time and age in this sense, in this conversation, but when we bring up time and age about them, now it's a problem.
And then you're going to find out how he treats women he doesn't find attractive.
Instead of giving advice, I would learn to listen, because if someone calls themselves the fat ugly friend, it's clear they have very low self-esteem. Brothers, women are always in competition, even among friends. This type of woman is secretly jealous of her attractive friends for getting the attention from men that she wishes she had.
Yep.
She complains about attractive men not treating her like they treat her good-looking friends, but I'm sure she doesn't treat the average guys who approach her any better, simply because they don't look like the ones who approach her friends. Brothers, first impressions matter.
Yep.
It's no wonder men are told to take the red pill and start improving themselves, because women themselves confirm that when they see a man who's built, they all want him.
The taxi cab theory is from Sex and the City, and it's basically the idea that men see dating like taxi cabs, in that if a taxi has its light off, it's not looking to pick up any riders, and it doesn't matter how hard you try to flag it down, you're not going to get picked up. But when they decide they're ready to pick up a rider, they turn their light on and they pick up the first person that they see. Doesn't matter how long they've been waiting there, the first person that they see. So basically, with men...
No, you just really think that we'll just go marry the next person we see if they're just because they're not as attractive as you. No, they have other features that you don't have that are much better than you in almost all aspects of a relationship.
If they're not looking for a relationship, it doesn't matter how hard you try to tie them down. You're not going to win.
This is true.
But when they decide that they're ready for a relationship, pretty much that first girl is the one that they settle down with. So my suggestion is put your damn arm down and stop trying to hail a cab that has its light off. And honestly, I should probably take my own advice.
Yeah.
This theory holds some
Chad
truth.
chasers.
When a man feels accomplished and reaches his best version, usually between the ages of 28 and 40, he feels ready to settle down,
This is why you don't chase booty.
find a wife, and start a family. But that doesn't mean he's desperate. Many men prefer to take their time, date several women, and enjoy their prime years like sampling different flavors at an ice cream shop. Once this man gets tired, he'll look for a woman he genuinely likes, who shows acts of service for him, and who understands how to bring what he values to a relationship. If women focused more on qualifying themselves for their man, bringing feminine energy into the relationship, nurturing, caring, respecting him, being faithful, maintaining his prestige, and doing acts of service, the man would take the step to make her his wife.
Yep.
But many just want a walking wallet, believing they're entitled to a relationship without contributing anything. The golden rule for getting a man to put a ring on your finger is understanding that to be treated like a princess, you must first qualify yourself to the king. Drizzle, drizzle.
I'm loving it. More videos of men doing what men need to do. Walk away. Drizzle, drizzle, bitches. Please like, comment, subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. Catch you guys next time. Ciao.